Are you searching for new home decor items that reflect the season's latest trends? Look no further than Right Way Home. From cushion sets to decorative vases, we have unique pieces to suit every style and budget. Discover your right find at the right price, only at Right Way Home and Right Way Stores.
A show that tackles the big issues affecting the BVI and the rest of the Caribbean. Searches for answers to today's big questions and gives viewers a unique perspective on developing stories. Follow the big story with me, Kathy Richards, only on GTV. This show is brought to you by the National Bank of the Virgin Islands, Cyril B. Ramney Tertola Pier Park, NV Salon Spa Nail and Barbershop, HOV Medical, and Digicel. Sign up for Digicel Plus Home Light Bundles, faster internet, movies, and sports. This is The Big Story. I'm Kathy Richards. I want to thank you so much for joining us for this edition. Today we want to be speaking with Higher BVI, who's represented by Miss Kadian Ferguson. Yes, I got it. She's repeating. I got it correct.
Yes, you got it.
Yes. How are you, Kadian?
I'm wonderful. How are you, Kathy?
I am doing just the same, just missing the coffee in this moment, but I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
Yeah.
It's been around this time, I think last year that we were here, and we're back again because, you guys are so consistent with the push to ensure that we have young people prepared and even exposed to opportunities that's out there in the job market.
Absolutely.
Tell us about what's happening this year.
All right. So this is the 5th annual Career Expo for Higher BVI. We are very happy that we're able to put this all together again. We are going to be at the Multipurpose Sports Complex on May 31st from 10 to 2. Of course, we're going to have employers from various industries, so we are encouraging job seekers to come on out, be ready to be interviewed on the spot. If an employer seeks an interest in you, so come out with your resumes, dress to impress, and all around, just be ready to walk the talk and do all of those things, right?
This is year 5, like you would have established. What are some of the key things that you guys would have noticed over those 5 years, especially with the job seekers? What's consistent among those persons?
I think what's consistent is that we have a lot of talent here in the Virgin Islands, and unfortunately sometimes they may not necessarily recognize when to reach out and ask for help. So bringing across opportunities like these, even if they may not be sure who to turn to, something like this comes up and is very evident, because if I am fresh out of school, I'm not sure where to turn on the career front, this is a great opportunity to meet a lot of potential employers, find out about different industries and educational opportunities, of course, as H. Lavity Stout is going to be there as per usual. So it's a great way to discover some options that you have locally here in the Virgin Islands. And of course, it gives employers to meet with the community to discuss their products and service offerings, and to, of course, let the public know what they stand for, what their brand represents, and put faces behind some of these corporations.
Okay. I know most times when we talk about the unemployed and job seekers, we cater more for the younger population, those who are now getting out of school or would have just gotten out of school, or those who are probably in college and looking for a space in the job market while they go to school. But oftentimes too, we know that there is a greater percentage of persons who are probably already
more mature.
Yeah, that's the word. Yeah. You find you have a lot of them coming out to these fairs as well?
Absolutely, we do. And one of the things that we try to do is to provide tools and resources that will assist you at wherever stage in your professional development you are. As you know, Hire BVI offers corporate training services. Oftentimes we provide resume optimization services at minimal to no cost. And of course, leading up to the Career Expo on May 10th, we held our annual job readiness workshop. It was virtual and that's free to attend. I am hoping that some persons would have tuned in. We had a lot of persons, and coming out of that session, we've also had persons reach out to say, hey, I took to heart the tips that you discussed during the workshop. Here is my resume. Take a look at the changes I've made. How does this look? So we know that even if the impact is just for one person or two persons, it still makes a difference, because these persons who would have reached out, I know for sure they're actively job seeking. They're looking to possibly elevate in their professional lives, and they're saying, I want to do better. What should I be doing? And they'll be coming out to the Career Expo to network with other like-minded individuals, as well as to speak to prospective employers.
Awesome. And you see this coming out from persons who are already employed as well.
Yeah.
But they say, okay, I'm in this job right now, but it's not the ideal thing that I really want. It's not my dream job. You find them coming out as well.
Yeah, absolutely. We have persons with 10 plus years experience, and they're probably still not at the level that they would have thought they would have been, because as teenagers, I can remember very clearly, I had a roadmap of what my life would look like. Newsflash, it turned out nothing
of the
close to what I thought it would have been. But it has taken some time for me to understand that the roadmap that I'm on is the one that's perfect for me. And I think for millennials on a whole, I'm a millennial, I can speak to that, we are understanding that what our parents did, it's not going to look the same as our path. And as such, it is reconciling with the fact that we have to now adjust on the fly and then make changes as we go through and navigate our young adult lives. So we find that we have a lot of persons, they may be educated to possibly up to a degree level, and they're still not sure, is this what I should be doing, even if they're working in the field that they would have studied in. So you might find that now is the time you'll have persons that are shifting to different industries, and they want to know, the skills that I've learned here, are they transferable? How do I communicate that to prospective employers? Because if I'm working in, let's say, accounting, and I want to switch to the tourism industry, what are some of the transferable skills that I would have learned here that will now assist me? Because I have no experience in tourism, but I think that this is where my heart lies. This is a trajectory that I want to go on. What can I do to navigate and make this change as seamless as possible?
Okay, and this goes a very far way in so many different ways, because I'm thinking, you know, there are persons, as we spoke of, that looking for different career paths, but they're employed. Perhaps, okay, my boss would have heard that, hey, Kathy was at the job fair and she seems interested in it. Seems as though I'm going to be losing Kathy soon. How do we navigate those scenarios to make sure that your current employers are comfortable, you are comfortable to come out to say, look, I need to do some exploring. It not necessarily may mean that I'll be moving on today or tomorrow.
Right.
But how do I sit comfortable or even have that conversation with my existing employer?
So as employers, there are certain things that you need to do to ensure that conversations like those are able to take place. You have to create an environment where it is easy and comfortable for your medium or junior staff members are able to say, I want to develop in my career. What are some of the professional development options that we can explore together? Because at the end of the day, when you invest in your employees, they will then invest in your business.
Yes.
And they will stick with you. Succession planning is also very important. If you've identified that you have someone that has the potential to be great in management or has the potential to navigate to another aspect of the business, maybe that's not what they're in now, it is essential that we hone these skills. I've said this before and I'll say it again, your employee is your greatest asset. And if you are to cultivate that asset, then you have to spend time, energy, effort, and money into doing that. And once you do that, in most cases, you are justly rewarded.
Yeah, I can see some, if there's spaces, and you hear the stories, you see it in movies as well, where my employee is not very comfortable in the space they're at right now, but then I create that environment
Yes.
for them, and they realize that, hey, it's a better place, or
Yep.
they go out negotiate and say to my boss, I'm being offered this here, can you offer me this? And in many instances, it's not just the money.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just the environment in which.
That is
Yeah.
so important, Kathy. I think sometimes a lot of employers don't recognize that, especially when you're interviewing someone. Interviewing is a two-way street because the employee needs to be comfortable with the values and morals of your business, just as you need to be comfortable with the person that you are possibly bringing into your organization. And as such, the total compensation package is what is important. We have to think about things like flexible working. There are other countries, territories that are now introducing a flexi work week. Something like that may be great for somebody who is a young parent or a single parent, or maybe somebody who is attending university and needs that flexible working arrangement. We have to think outside of the box on ways that we can make the total compensation package better. It's not just a take-home salary.
Yes.
What are you offering in terms of professional development? What are you offering in terms of vacation hours? What are you offering in terms of health benefits, pension benefits? What does the total compensation look like? It's not just the take-home dollar. Everything has a dollar amount to it.
Yes,
Absolutely.
yes.
Everything does. But the take-home salary at the end of the month or at the end of 2 weeks, that's only a fraction of the conversation that needs to be had when you're negotiating.
And we would see that space being created even after Hurricanes Irma and Maria, and after the COVID pandemic era, where a lot of employers are now creating that comfortable environment in terms of allowing persons to work virtually, work from home. It's working, and even further to that, I have friends who are saying, we have 3 days in office, 2 days to work from home or wherever we want to. Some people say they sit out on the beach for a day to work. The environment is changing, and we have to create that environment even better.
Absolutely, because we have to recognize the mindset of you only work efficiently if you're in the office has got to change. It has got to change. If I can work from anywhere in the world and the quality of my work is not being diminished, then why does it matter if I'm sitting at my desk in the office? If the quality of the work that you're getting is the same, no matter where I am, and guess what? The quality may be even better because I'm now in a space where I'm much more comfortable. I don't have to worry about a morning commute. These are things that we have to think about. Quality of life is so important. That work-life balance, we have to think about those things.
I don't have to worry to rush off to get the kids out to school while I'm going. At the same time, I could take some time, make sure their kids are packed properly. Everybody's, it adds a whole lot. So,
it definitely does.
And it's nice to know that her BVI's Career Expo not just take care of just putting some businesses out there and say, come be interviewed or see what opportunity. You're looking at these entire holistic picture.
Absolutely. And one of the things these are some of the things that we're going to be talking about for our panel discussion this coming Friday. It's going to be streamed virtually. We will have representatives from the Department of Labor and from the Department of HR within the government. So it's going to be a conversation around navigating the job market. So if you are an employer, it's going to be important for you to listen in to identify what are some of the trends that we're seeing with the labor market in the Virgin Islands. If you are job seeking, if you are employed, it is always good to know what's going on out there. What are some of the opportunities? Because learning should be constant. You should always choose to learn more,
every
because
day.
once you learn something, once you develop those skills, once you cultivate these resources, identify your assets, once you're able to network with other like-minded individuals, then of course that's never something that you can lose. It's always yours forever.
Exactly, and with the changing times, you know, some people are left behind because they
Refuse.
refuse to adapt to the changing time. Oh, my
Absolutely.
mama used to do it this way.
Right.
My grandma used to do it. Oh, back then we didn't have this and we didn't have. But you have this now.
Yes.
This is where we're at, and so we have to be able to adapt. What has been the feedback? I'm guessing that you do data collection. The feedback from persons who would have secure jobs via attending the career fair, and what has been the feedback from the employers, if you do have those, about those persons that they would have taken into their folds as a result of?
I think what is always surprising to me after the fact is to recognize how many persons actually attend the Career Expo. I mean, year after year, the crowds keep getting bigger, and I will meet a random person on the road. And if I'm branded especially, they'll be like, oh, you're the higher BVI girl. And I'm like, yeah.
Yes.
And they'll tell me about an interaction that they've had with an employer at the Career Expo, or maybe as a result of a job they would have applied through our website to get. And they're always so appreciative of the services that we offer and how we put things together. And really, that's just a testament to the team that we have working on this, because everybody plays their individual role. Everyone has their strengths, and we play into that. And it's a wonderful team that is able to get all of this done. And the employers are really able to capitalize on an opportunity to have so many persons together all in one place, where they have essentially the best of the best coming out to say, I am available, this is what I'm offering, and I would love to work with you. So they really, because recruitment is very, very expensive. And we always try to keep our overhead costs very, very low so that we can give the best possible result to our exhibitors and our attendees. So they're always appreciative of the fact that they can look forward to this every single year. I remember going to the HLSCC Career Expo back, I think it was in March. It was in March. It was earlier this year, and a number of employers came to, you guys are having your Career Expo this year? I'm like, yes, it's going to be in May. So you can look out for it. And they are so excited about coming, being a part of it again. And it would be remiss of me not to say a big, big thank you to our sponsors, who time and time again have come on board to say, hey, we see what you're doing, we want to support you, and we appreciate the vision. So of course, 284 Media and CCT, long-standing partners, and we appreciate them so much. This year we have on board Nova Vita Apparels, Urban VI is coming out as a sponsor, Ricky Richardson Photography. We're going to have some very wonderful surprises for attendees this year, so we definitely want to encourage persons to come on out to see what all is in store for them at the Career Expo. And of course, if you are an employer and you think this would be a good thing for your business, then by all means, give us a call. Our number is 442-4473 or 442-HIRE. Give us a call and we'll see what we can do to accommodate you.
That means the space is still open.
Absolutely, absolutely. We will fit you in if you need to come.
Multipurpose Sports Complex is a really big place.
Yeah.
So remind us when the pre-sessions are going to be taking place and when is the actual expo.
All right. So we've already had one session passed already on May 10th. That was the Job Readiness Workshop. This Friday, we are going to have a panel discussion with our Managing Director, Rikima Turnbull-Keynes, the Department of Labor and the Department of HR. They're going to be talking about navigating the job market. This is going to be streamed live on our Facebook page, so tune in to that. And of course, the big day is next Friday, which is May 31st. We will be in the Multipurpose Sports Complex from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Awesome. Gideon, thank you so much for stopping by to share this with us. Great things happening, and I'm so happy to see at year 5, you know, it's growing and it's getting better.
Absolutely.
And if you are a person who wants to explore the job market, what a great opportunity you have before you. So don't miss out on it. It's on the 31st of May at the Multipurpose Sports Complex, Acadian. Thank you to you and your team. Awesome job. Very articulate. If I would have sat out there and listened to you, I am sure coming to this job or sending someone, to come participate and see what's out there. Thank you so much for your time. I'm Kathy Richards. Thank you for joining us on The Big Story.
We know that where you choose to bank matters, and it is your vote on what your funds do in strengthening our community. As your official Bank of Paradise, we invest and support the lifeblood of our economy by helping in the realization of personal goals for homeownership, education, and entrepreneurial visions, which support small businesses. We make it our place to connect with persons and worthy causes, and we have been doing so for more than 30 years. Where your money goes and what your dollars empower are your choice. And we thank you for choosing us, a bank that gives where it matters the most, for you, for our community, and a happier tomorrow. The National Bank of the Virgin Islands.
Are you searching for new home decor items that reflect the season's latest trends? Look no further than Right Way Home. From cushion sets to decorative vases, we have unique pieces to suit every style and budget. Discover your right find at the right price, only at Right Way Home and Right Way Stores.